I hope you all are having a fantastic day. So today is going to be a foundation review and demo, and I have already been wearing this foundation for about 6 hours. So this is what it looks like after 6 hours of wear. So the foundation we're talking about is a pricey one, and I have lots and lots of thoughts on it. I wanted to get this up before the end of the VIB sale in case you want to get this. Because it's so pricey, I would say now is a good time to grab it because you can get 20% off. This retails for $43. So what I'm talking about is the Givenchy Teint Couture Balm, okay? It says it's a blurring foundation balm, bare skin perfector with sunscreen. It has SPF 15 in it. I am in the shade Nude Sand for reference. And this comes with 1 fluid ounce. It comes in a squeezy tube, which if foundations don't come in pumps, I prefer a squeezy tube like this rather than just like a twist top where you have to kind of like dot it on with your hand, you know? So I didn't read any reviews online, and I didn't look at what Sephora claims for this foundation. I did see Shades of Cassie and Natalie from Flower Bomb 31 both use this. They have beautiful skin, and I did watch their reviews. I actually even texted Natalie and said, should I really get that? You know what I mean? But I went ahead and grabbed it at the Friends and Family sale a couple of weeks ago, and so I have been playing with it a lot. So I have a lot of thoughts on it. So let's just go ahead and start talking about it. So this comes in 8 shades, and this is, like I said, the 3rd shade. I feel like it's very forgiving though. So whenever I bought this, I bought it online, and I got number 3, and I was kind of nervous because I really don't have like a lot of color right now. But then when I squirted it out, it looked kind of pale. So, but then once you blend it out, it looks phenomenal. So I feel like even though there's only 8 colors in the range, I feel like they are very forgiving colors that would go with a lot of skin tones, skin types. For reference, I'm an NC 20 to 25, NC 20 to 25 at MAC, just depending on the season. But, okay, here are my thoughts, and I am going to insert a demo right now of me applying this foundation. I apply 1 layer all over my face, and then I wanted to mention real quick, I repeat, I do not like this foundation with a beauty blender. I feel like it sucks up so much of the product, and it shears it out way too much for me. In the demo, I also went in with a 2nd layer to show you that it does build beautifully. Now, the 1st layer is a light coverage, but it builds up to medium coverage, and I just put on 2 layers. I am going to do a video later on this week with me just using it with 1 sheer layer. I'm actually going to apply it with my hands, because on a day-to-day basis, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been loving this for, is just a very sheer, light coverage, lightweight foundation. This is the most light coverage foundation that I have, and that's why I am keeping it and loving it, because I like to have one of these on hand just for super quick, simple go-to makeup days. If I'm just running errands, if I'm running to the gym, if I'm, you know, whatever. That's what I love this for. However, like you saw in the demo, and as you can see right now with 2 layers, it does build up to a very beautiful finish. My only tip as far as application is don't use a beauty blender. I don't know. I tried it like 3 different times with the beauty blender, and it just sheared it out way too much. I personally am someone who likes a fuller coverage foundation, so I was very skeptical about this because I wasn't sure if it was going to be enough coverage for me. But it does provide a lot of coverage. Now, not a lot. It's not a full coverage, but up to a medium coverage. And my favorite foundation of all, you've probably heard me talk about this way too much, but it's the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And with that, I use such a small amount, and I get a medium coverage Whereas this, it takes me 2 layers to get a medium coverage. But if you're someone who likes a really light, sheer foundation for everyday use, you're gonna love this. But if you're someone who likes a medium to full coverage, you will have to build this for sure. My favorite way, like I said, to apply it is definitely with my hands, but if I'm building it and I'm wanting a little bit more full coverage, I will use a brush like you saw in the demo. So it's really a good one though. It does blur your fine lines, it blurs your pores. I don't find that I need a pore filling primer with this. I do, however, prefer it with a more a primer that helps you with long wear, a primer that extends the wear of your foundation, because this for me starts fading around hour 7 or 8, and I do need to touch up around that point. Now I have pretty normal skin right now as far as dry or oily. I'm a little bit dry right here on my cheeks. I haven't been getting a ton of oils, just pretty normal right now. However, I feel like this would be good for both normal and dry skin types. So I just think it's a really good one. Now let's read, just because I haven't read what Sephora says about it, and I want to tell you guys if these claims are legit. Because like I said, I've used this for a couple of weeks now, so I feel like I can tell you my real thoughts on it. So Sephora says it is an invisible ultra lightweight skin fusion foundation for a flawless bare skin effect. With the first layer, it doesn't even look like you are wearing foundation. Honestly, it just looks like your skin, but evened out. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys that later on in the week with that video. You'll get to see what one thin layer looks like on my skin, and I really like it that way for every day. But it also says it leaves your skin with a lightweight veil of coverage. Completely agree. It doesn't feel like I have makeup on right now. Like, I can tell I have lashes on and lipstick, but on my face, it just doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. It's the most lightweight foundation that I own. It says it has antioxidant complex of vitamin E and jasmine flower, and they work together to protect and revitalize the skin. I have not had my skin break out, so I guess I mean, obviously it has good ingredients in it. I have not had any clogged pores. I think that that's one reason why it's more on the pricey side, because it has good ingredients like that in it. It says it's also infused with a light reflecting diamond powder, and it corrects blemishes and gives your complexion a natural looking radiance. Now, I do have a highlighter on, and I don't think that this is a dewy skin foundation. I do not think that. However, I do think it gives your skin a natural, radiant look. It's not matte, but it's not dewy. It's not really skin-like. It's really healthy skin. It's really radiant skin, and that's what I love. And what else does it say here? I guess that's all it says. Yeah, so I mean, it has some mixed reviews on Sephora just by looking at the first few that I scrolled down to, but personally I love it, and I see myself repurchasing this whenever I'm out. I will say, because I have to use a little bit more when I'm wanting more of the medium coverage, I feel like this is going to go pretty quickly, but I love the way it looks on the skin. I love the way it feels. I love the ingredients. So I definitely like this. Now, if you have more maturing skin, I think that this is going to be for you for sure. Because like I said, I have lines in my forehead and, you know, my laugh lines and around my eyes, and I feel like it really kind of blurs those imperfections out. So stay tuned for the video later on in the week where I show you guys kind of my everyday. I use like 5 products. That's it. It's like a really simple makeup look. But I want to show you guys this with just that kind of go-to simple look. But I also wanted to show you in this review what it looks like after you apply a full face of makeup. And it definitely works both ways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know if you've tried it or if you're thinking about trying it, because I really like it. It's probably one of my favorite foundations at the moment, for sure. So I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye.